It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I am all out of gum.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? What's up, Ankit? Just awoke your voodoo from feature. Nice, that's good. What's up, Nasty Dan? Good morning to you. What's up, Walmart? Watching you to arena challenges right now. Yeah, the arena challenges is definitely the more annoying one, I'd say, because it's the least amount of champions and there's not a really good collector answer and stuff like that. Want to grind for Kitty, but man, the cutoff predictions are yeah, cutoff is going to be super high for Kitty, man. Cutoff is going to be super high. What's up, Mr. Pranaz? Marv, Kellen Broly, Crowtown, Fire Escape Plan, E-Rock. Changed your name there. You changed your name there. What's up, Kelly and Broly? What is up, Emma? Everybody else? Big Bad Bang. How much does Professor X help mutants? Worth rank 3 unawakened? Yes, it is worth rank 3. Professor X does not need to be awakened for anything, really. It's just, you know, a bit more convenient, but that's about it. It really does not need the awakened ability. I wanted to show that I have been quite busy farming the revives. I'm back up to 11. I was at 0. And now we're at 11. Very good. This pace, you know, I'm gonna have few, you know, in my stash very soon. Sorry, just some sleep in my eye. Deep Ride Arena, I don't know, 100 million for a 6-star. 100 million for a 6-star, my prediction. Eventually grind units. Yeah, I am grinding units as well and stuff like that. Preparation. Well, I'm preparing for 7.4. So I guess we're just gonna jump here. This is already at 2.5 million. I've been doing a bit of work in there. Yeah, as a 6-star, I think Kitty Ride's gonna go around 100. And keep in mind, that's just, you know, a wild stab at the dark. I'm not saying there's gonna be exact cutoff. Better 6-star Cersei or Corvus, both unduped. Corvus is better champion overall. Question is obviously whether you run Liquid Courage double edge and things like that. But Corvus is objectively the better champion. Right. It's not a prediction, it's just, you know, Kitty is seen to be you know, side by side with Hercules. Hercules went for 90+ million. A lot of people missed out Hercules with 90 million and stuff like that. So all of those people are likely gonna try and put up, you know, crazier score. This is also first time Kitty is back in basic, and you know, Kitty is one of those champions that's very, very, very popular and actively talked about. So, you know, it's not that I want the cutoff to be high, just that I think it's going to be high. So I was thinking Void could perhaps do Abyss hype in 1-2 revives and slow play. Void could potentially do that fight, yes. It's a bit tricky, but I think Void can do that fight. Quite right. I do think Void can do it too. Because even if you mess up, you know, he's still Incinerate immune. You can put on Inequity and Resonate to kind of like let yourself survive longer. I do think that you can do that fight reasonably well with Void. Finally done exploring all of Act 6. Nice, great job, man. Great job. We need to get all the units today. How was brekkies? Nothing too fancy. Just some yogurts and some fruit and nut and stuff like that. So it's all good. I need to remember not to press help. No helpsies. How much units would you suggest for initial completion 646? If you play well enough, you don't really need units. Maybe a couple of revives per collector. Kind of like standard advice is about 1000 units worth of revives and potions in your stash, and you should be good. But it entirely depends how well you play. Like, I think very first time I did the collector, and keep in mind that was before I knew how to fight him, before I had seen any guides on how to fight him, stuff like that. Very first time I was doing collector, think I used one team revive and like a single revive. So it's entirely up to you how well you're prepared, how well you're gonna fight. Yeah, I mean Grandmaster. I know. I understand what you meant. 646 does not have a collector. How's everyone's weekend so far? Well, it's just kind of starting. It's just kind of starting. Didn't do anything particularly fancy last night. And you know, this is the morning after. Just waking up. What's up, Mr. Victor? How are you doing? Oh, boo-boo. Well, yeah, do a few practice runs. See how it goes. Have a great weekend. Well, I hope you have a great weekend too, Dexter. Sadly, no rank 3 and won't get enough rank 3 from completing Act 6. Well, as soon as you complete Act 6, my suggestion is just jump straight in Act 7, and then you will have enough. Because Act 7 has plenty of tier 5 CC and selectors and everything else, and it's much easier. So don't feel upset about the fact that beating Grandmaster is not going to immediately give you that rank up. Keep in mind that the best prize of beating Act 6 is unlocking Act 7, and 7.1 and 7.2 are super easy and super rewarding compared to Act 6. So as soon as you're done with Collector, don't kind of linger on what you have done, just jump in Act 7. That's the real reward there. Just jump in Act 7. But yeah, best of luck, Ankit, best of luck. I think a lot of people will definitely benefit so much next week from having the mastery changes free. It'll be quite awesome. I will get some. And do have to say your video was very helpful in understanding. You're very welcome. I'm glad it was useful. Just about to start your mutant run. Enjoy. What's up, Dan? How are you doing? Hello from New Zealand. Well, hello to you from UK. Hello to you from UK. Next week, it's gonna be free mastery changes, I believe. Yeah, for 1 week. When did that happen? Check out my yesterday's video on the Battlegrounds beta announcement. But yeah, it was basically announced yesterday. That's starting Monday. It's gonna be starting Monday. I think people are misunderstanding the use of word beta. Since they are doing this mastery thing and everything else and reducing the count there, I think in this beta is going to be conducted on live servers. It's going to be kind of like beta test on live servers for the game mode, I think. Otherwise, we would see those signups for beta and beta server kind of. But I think this is going to be on live server, which I also think. So here's the thing, yeah. Since they're doing it on live and since they are keeping in energy refill cost and stuff like that, I do think that there might be some rewards in that game mode. Because, you know, otherwise, why would you want to do Battlegrounds necessarily if you don't get anything for it back? You know? It will be introduced permanently this year. Current plan is it's going to be 1 week starting next week. Then April is going to be entire month. So we're going to play it for a week. Then it's going to go off for 2 weeks or so. 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, free mastery change? I don't know. I don't know about free mastery changes. I don't know about mastery changes. Give us 3 smaller. Well, even that would be good enough. That means we could just play it and we don't have to waste our energy. You know what I mean? Even that would be good enough. Even that would kind of make sense. Ah, sure, let's go. So yeah, Monday. Prepare for it, Monday. What's up, Khun? Welcome. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Probably need to piece together a video about it to kind of go over all of these steps and things like properly, because a lot of people might not have it too clear. But I am very, very, very excited. Reshuffles. It's gonna be interesting to see. I do have some rank ups to do. I probably need to rank up the pig and Immortal Abomination. Bro, just 2 questions, I'll be quick. Sure, ask away. James, PP, everyone else. Where's K-Dog, by the way? It's his birthday. That I actually really like that Phoenix fight. I think it's a very clever node. Release date of Act 7.4 Battlegrounds. Not the beta, but real. Okay, so here's the thing. What do you think of beta for Battlegrounds? I think is not going to be what most people think of beta for Battlegrounds. I don't think is going to be necessarily the case. I think the beta for Battlegrounds just means that they're coming to live servers for 1 week. Proper release date is not known. Current schedule is like this. It's gonna come up at 14, so it's gonna come up this Monday. Yeah, so it's gonna come up this Monday. Then it's gonna carry on till next Monday, 28th. Then it's gonna go away for a week or 2. In April, it's coming for an entire month. April is gonna be an entire month when it's live. After April, it's probably going to go down for a month in May, or maybe 2 months in June. So realistically, permanent release for Battlegrounds would be June, July, most likely, I think. That being said, release date for 7.4, it has never been officially confirmed, but I believe it will be 23rd. It could be next week, but I doubt it. I doubt that they would want to overlap Battlegrounds beta with 7.4. So I'd say 23rd as the Battlegrounds beta ends on 21st. Morning, Kitty. Hey, what's up, Bravo? All is well, yes. What's up, Dr. Peg? Use Sunspot or Phoenix, no issue. There you go. Yeah, I figured Sunspot probably is quite good for the fight. Tigra, sure, Tigra could probably work well enough. K-Dog's probably on a bender already. Well, yeah, probably. Probably. And yeah, I do think that next week we're all gonna get free mastery changes for an entire week. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm quite sure that it will be the case. What's up, Arman? How are you doing? Welcome. I think betas are testing the servers to either crash them. Probably, yeah. No, I mean, the betas... Well, the beta is going to be on live server. The beta is going to be on live server. I'm like 98% sure on that. Because otherwise there will be no reason to mention mastery costs or energy costs or champion recharge and stuff like that. What's up, Peter? How are you doing? Hope's grind's been nice. Grind's been alright. Not complaining too much. Need to get as many units as I can before 7.4 comes out. And I also need to alternatively farm any revives, because I didn't have like any of the small revives left. Like level 1, level 2, or level 3 after Korean challenges. So I kind of felt exposed, vulnerable. But I'm back up at 11 level 1 revives already. So that's something. That's something. I'll be sending free refills, so it's yeah.
Shut up and take my money.
What's up, Growler?
64 Oz $10.
Thank you very much.
Folks.
Look at that. I'm even not abandoned this morning. We already have somebody claiming the high ground. We already have somebody claiming the high ground. Thank you. Thank you very much, Growler. Let me just whittle down through this. Wonderful. Thoughts on Toad. Love the character and he looks pretty good, so I'm thinking he's quite alright. I don't think he's like, you know, must-have champion, but I kind of like him too myself. I wouldn't mind the 6-star dupe to play around with. I'll be sending free refills. Yeah, I think so. I'm feeling they'll delay 7.4. I don't. This is according to their plan, I think. I don't think they will delay. In fact, they even mentioned yesterday, you know, stuff about 7.4. They didn't confirm the date, but the post itself didn't kind of give the impression of something getting delayed. Gonna move KD's ass in Battlegrounds. Best of luck. Best of luck. You know what's fun using Ram Guillotine 2099 against APOC and Cow? I'm sure it is. Food by having game crash. Well, that's also fun. Did I get the haircut? Yes, I did get a haircut yesterday. Indeed. No, it is not going to be random. It is not going to be random. 7 points. Well, story content and variants and all bigger content always gets dropped on Wednesdays. Normally, it is the first Wednesday after new content comes. So people were thinking it's going to be 16th, as in this Wednesday. I was thinking it's going to be 16th. We haven't had the announcement for that. And Battlegrounds beta is going live. I also saw CCP member thumbnails mention the date of 23rd. So, I think it's going to be 23rd. It's not going to be random. I think it's already planned. And I think it's going to be announced at some point next week. The 23rd is the date. You know, with the rest of the details about 7.4. There's going to be rewards. Well, there kind of have to be rewards, I think. Otherwise, they can't really expect us to... Otherwise, they can't really expect us to play that game mode using our energy refills and things like that. Unless they give us some rewards. So yeah, I was thinking there will be some rewards. Who's best to go with APOC? Good. To go with APOC, got Kitty Dupe cable, but needs sorting. Any others? Let's use not. Mags is like absolute must, to be honest. Without Mags, it's going to be really hard for that mutant challenge. Honestly, you know, without Magneto, I think it can struggle a fair bit. Most likely. What's up, Sunspotted? How are you doing? Mr. With the last message. If Kitty's power stung, I attack the opponent well phased. Only keep me on damage. It will keep you on damage. It will keep you on damage. Kitty does not reflect damage. I don't know why they think that. Kitty has 0 abilities to reflect damage. So, you know, you're not gonna take any damage, but why would you reflect it? Kitty is not Namor. Oh, okay, bro, got it. Thanks. I have been getting mad as I have 100%. It's alright, don't worry, it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Don't you worry. 23rd makes sense. Give us a week trying Battlegrounds. Exactly. 23rd now all of a sudden makes so much more sense because of this Battlegrounds beta. Because otherwise I thought, why just not do it, you know, this Wednesday? But now we know why not. Which champs are good for 2.1 cow Phoenix? Sunspot. Champions that debuff quite a lot, basically. You just need to learn the node. I actually really like that node. Can you and I go head-to-head in Battleground Beta? Well, the question is whether the friendly or practice mode is going to be ready yet. If there will be friendly practice mode where we can select our opponents, then yeah, sure. I have a feeling that it might not be ready yet, and that might not be possible just quite yet. But don't worry. Don't worry, Eric. I'm sure there will be time when we do. I'm sure there will be time when we do. Need to get uncollected, so nice, Peter, nice. Best of luck, good, best of luck, man. Oh, you mean that? Never mind. Never mind, then you don't necessarily need mags. Just get APOC and cable and you're good, basically. That's pretty much all you need to get uncollected, to be honest. Worth rank 3 Corvus and duped. If you run Liquid Courage double edge lot, yeah, it is. Does Strife Synergy take APOC to a whole new level? Strife Synergy does help APOC quite significantly in terms of damage, yes. I'm not gonna lie about that. It does a lot more damage. I think he can do very well even without Strife Synergy. I think he's gonna be very capable even without it. But there is no point in denying that, you know, it helps him a lot. I deleted it, but re-downloaded it for... Yeah, Battlegrounds is, you know, such a vital thing to get right for them. It holds about 90% of community's hype about anything and everything related to this game. What's up, Rocket? How close to 40k I am? It's a good question. It's a good question. I am 9 subscribers away. I'm 9 subscribers away from 40k. If she's hit while phased, she reflects it back to the opponent, doesn't she? No. If opponent misses while she's phased, she does X amount of damage to the opponent. But if she's hit while phased, she does not reflect back to the opponent. She damages the opponent if opponent misses. It's a completely different thing, completely different ability. When you hit Kitty in her face, the defender takes damage. Okay, let's... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So let's check it out. Champions. Kitty. Kitty Pride. Kitty Pride. Strengths, abilities. Yeah. Passive prowess. Phasing. Dashing forward, 3 or more phasing triggers. Phasing duration of blah blah blah. Pausing. While phasing gain critical resistance, becomes stun immune, take 80% reduced damage. Phased robots suffer. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Personal buffs and buffs that actually become passive. Each miss caused by phase deals a burst of damage. Where the hell do you read that she reflects damage? This is what she does. Whenever opponent misses while she's phased, opponents take this amount of damage. If they don't miss, as in if they're like a true strike, then, you know, they don't take any damage because they're not missing. Unless it's in signature ability. While phase take no damage. Again, nothing about the reflect. Where the hell are you guys getting that? Where the hell are you guys getting all of that? I am very excited. I can't wait as well, man. I'm so excited for Battlegrounds. Yeah, obviously the rewards need to be decently good. Maybe not necessarily for this beta, but in general, rewards have to be good. Rewards can make or break a game mode. Like, you know, if Incursions was the best example. Nobody gives a shit about Incursions because the rewards are just not quite worth it. The 1 month that they did give us the 6-star 6 stones for reaching room 20, you know, everybody was pushing zone 50, zone 20, and for 1 month in this game, Incursions was actually important game mode. And that's the same as Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds not gonna have good enough rewards, you know, it's just not gonna matter. The Human Touch work for Phoenix? Probably, yeah, why not? We faced Platoali yesterday, who died 15 times to Doom on node 20. Well, mismatches happen, you know. It's good when you're on the giving end, bad when you're on the receiving end. Hey, what's up, Midwest Whale? Welcome. Welcome. When is the last time you were this excited for new content? Not in a very, very, very long time. I don't know. Maybe Abyss. Probably Abyss. It's quite excited for Abyss. Quite hyped for Abyss. April 19 was yesterday. I'm sure you're gonna get him. No offense, if I start, I couldn't understand your accent. Good, and I'm Indian. Myself, I guess I couldn't, because I watched that times the speed. No, I have an accent, and I do realize that it is a reason why some people do not watch my channel. You know, I do realize that I could be actively trying to get rid of my accent and change the way I speak. But I don't feel like doing it, because, you know, that's who I am, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the fact that some people will dismiss anything I have to say just because of the way I sound. But you know what? It's their loss, not mine. Doing alright? So how? Locketti finally gave in for the drunk for Null. Couldn't hold on any longer. He was too tempting. Hey, fair play. Hope you enjoy your champion. In Abyss, I realized that Null is not quite my type of champion. He was like impressive and all, but I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about Null. That idea that you decide how long you're gonna be ramping up for how much damage you want to do, and I'm really kind of opposed to those champions where you need to do all of the ramp up initially before you actually do any realistic damage. I don't personally like that. It's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of, let's say, starting hand Spider-Man, where you need to build up your poise charges, and then as you're building your poise charge, if you mess up, you pretty much have done no damage, right? And you have died, kind of thing. And it's kind of similar with Null. And, you know, I'm by mean no disrespect to the champion. He's a very, very, very good champion. I'm just saying stylistically, you know, it's not a champion that I want to be using all the time. Definitely. Because of the way he builds up, it's just not quite for me. High ground, okay. Yeah, well, that's the point. The high ground is the reference to Obi-Wan and Anakin. So okay, I'm glad to hear you're okay. I'm glad to hear you're doing better. What's up, Victor? Evening. What do you say is the most famous, and who do you keep most except yourselves? Well, it's obvious that well, first things first. You know, there is that CCP4 Loki crowd, which I am not part of. You know, it's, I don't know, call it popular kids table or whatever you want. That is the, you know, Brian Grant, Vega, Karate Mike, MSDs, like part of that crowd. And, you know, they are like quite tight group, and, you know, all the power to them. I'm not, you know, antagonizing any of them. I think they're all perfectly fine people, but I'm not necessarily a part of that crowd. The most famous obviously is Seaton. Seaton, by far the biggest channel, even though he doesn't upload too much MCOC content anymore. And who do you like the most? Except content creators? Actually, it's kind of a hard question, because I like several smaller content creators that are competitive endgame players and do not necessarily have the biggest channel. I'm going to tell you immediately that I'm not particularly keen on following most of the CCP channels. In fact, I have not even, you know, I unsubscribe from most of them. Because if I know what a person is going to say about an issue or a champion before they make a video, I just don't find too much need to watch those videos. There are content creators where, you know, anything Kabam does is good, and any champion they release is, at the very least, really interesting or amazing, or, you know, somebody, you know, put mutant god tier in thumbnail for Jubilee. You know, that's an instant unsub. The people that I don't think are necessarily being genuine. That being said, there are a couple of people in CCP that I do like to follow, like Vega, like Ham. And for most part, I follow most of the competitive smaller channels like DLL. DLL has a very good channel. Campo has a good channel. There are several others. And definitely several others. I have subscribed to, you know, many MCOC content creators. Incursions hype lasts for a day, then die down. Yeah, it's because of the rewards. Again, if Incursions had good rewards, it would be a good game mode. They just needed to add those 6 stones for 1 month, and everybody wanted to play Incursions. As long as they're unwilling to actually give out decent stuff in Incursions, nobody's going to care about their game mode. It's a waste of effort at this point. I've been blasting with Kitty, not noticed anything while going Foxmoods or maybe. Well, hey, it's up to you. Well, enjoy Kitty then. Choice. 1,500 glory for 2% TFIC isn't worth it? I actually think it is. I think it would be well worth it. Oh no, glory? Glory, no. I thought that. No, yeah. I don't really think it's worth it. No, I don't buy those TFICC crystals in the glory store. I don't do them. And they seriously need to spice up Incursions. Yes, completely agree. Let's find Battlegrounds store. Yeah, there will be a Battlegrounds store, 100%. There will be a Battlegrounds store. Good name. People who need to speak to. I mean, at least a couple of times a week. Oh, it's because you're a Geordie. It's because you're a Geordie, Emma. So it's not like Hood, because it... no, Null is not necessarily like Hood. Null is not like Hood at all. What is worth you have a cool accent, man? Thanks, Energy. I appreciate that. Which character are you talking about? Null. I agree, I took up Null and have a unique rank for my entire alley. Thankfully, I already have Hercules there. Hey, that's also fair enough. But yeah, about Null, you know, he did well, really well in Abyss. But as I was doing the Abyss fights, I realized that that champion design is just not necessarily speaking to me. Again, that's my kind of problem. It's not that you ramp him up and you hit progressively harder. It's that you do no damage until you're done ramping up, until the point that you decide that you want to start doing the big damage, and then you kind of go ham. I just don't really like it. I'd like, you know, if he gradually increased the amount of stifles throughout the fight, but once you enter that eradicate mode, or whatever I mean, then you're not really adding any more living abyss or armor breaks aside from level 2s, but you can't really spam level 2s all the time because you need to make sure that your eradicate is active with level 1s or level 3s. So it's kind of one of those things where it just felt fairly restrictive how to play him, and that ramp up didn't quite speak to me. But, you know, I still think he's a great champion, really great. I still think he can do a lot of cool things. I've actually been watching you since you came into the spotlight with that 4-star again Labyrinth run. Well, I'm glad that you have stuck around for such a long time. It's been a while since then, hasn't it? It's been a while, definitely. I feel like I have changed myself quite a lot since that time.
Welcome.
Imagine beautiful. Imagine a beautiful girl cooks for your second and third date. Not very delicious, but the guy, yeah, I suppose though. I think it took like, what, 30 revives for it? That Abyss run? On average, it was about 30 revives, yes. On average, it was 30 revives per path. Because I didn't just do one run, I did all of the paths with 4-star gun. The first run was 30, yes. I went for doing just drop 3-star back in the day. He was a gangster. Yeah. What's up, Jason? How are you doing? What about Hood there? So close to breaking the game entirely. Yeah, exactly. The game really needs this to work. I need them to do this well. I think everybody is rooting for Kabam to get this just quite right. I think everybody's rooting for Gabon to get this right because the game needs it. The game really needs it. We haven't had a new game mode added since Incursions, and as I said, Incursions has been largely a flop and a waste of time because of the rewards thing. Another reason I took up Null is because of the aesthetic. Yeah, a lot of people like that look. A lot of people do like the way he looks. He's also very, very Liquid Courage double edge friendly, so that's good. Only find out that when I went to auto stuff, and bro, thank you, Masu. Oh, you're very welcome, man. Very welcome. There's a lot of videos on this channel. Quite few of them helpful, I hear. So, well, I'm glad that you're here now. Glad that you are here now. I didn't ramp her up enough. Maybe. How many? What are you talking about, Walmarks? What's up, Steve? How are you doing? So nothing more annoying. Oh, Nebula? Nebula is... I don't know. I don't mind her healing too much, to be honest. What's up, Ricky? Welcome. And thank you for the $2. Thank you very much.
Shut up and take my money.
Ricky Lee $1.99.
Nebby gets a lot of healing now, for sure. Oh, no. Oh, it's fine. I get ready. Believe it or not, Emma. Yeah, me and Emma both are in UK. So GMT 0. So it's 9 AM here. It's 9 AM. Yeah, that fight takes a while. I know, it's not that bad. There are worse fights than Magneto Dark Hawk one. Let's be there. Emma is a pain in the arena with no armor break. Yeah, well, there are many like that. If you think Emma is a pain, then, you know, Iron Man Infinity War without a good counter, or Penny without a good counter. And more annoying. Null with Cosmic Power was pretty fun. I can believe that. Yes, I can believe that. Hunting for anti-venom 6-star. I was too, because I don't have an anti-venom 6-star, so I ended up rank 5ing my 5-star. But you know what? I'm quite happy. He actually did really well, and I kind of underutilized him. I could have used him for more fights. As well. And, you know, I'm quite happy that I ranked him, because I do appreciate the champion more now. Even though I don't have a 6-star. Well, actually, before I started my last Abyss path, I opened the 6-star feature as well, trying to get anti-venom, you know, last ditch kind of desperate effort. And I didn't get anti-venom, but did get something that I actually wanted even more, which was the dupe on my Hyperion, so I don't have to use an Awakening Gem. So I'm quite happy with that. Did you make a video on topics for Battlegrounds? No, I didn't, because how could I? I've never played Battlegrounds. I don't know where the nodes are going to be there. Exactly. You know, I have a suspicion, but it'll be just predictions. I might make a video on it, just based on kind of hunch. But, you know, again, objectively, I have never played a single round of Battlegrounds. I don't think I have the authority of deciding what the top picks are at the moment. So if I make that video, it's gonna come with like a huge disclaimer. It's gonna have to come with a huge disclaimer. I got to share this with Twitter again. Need 10 more subs. Yeah, we do need, I think 9 last time I checked. I think last time I checked I needed 9. 9 more subscribers till 40k. Yeah, it's still 9. Off to bed. Alright, good night, James. Good night. You make a video on. Okay, you answered that one. Would you go for Science and Mystic 5-star crystals if you have 2 Mystic Awakening gems and would? Yeah, I probably would. I probably would, Oni. Or would you go for mutant skill if you had a lot of god tier and awakened mutants? Well, what's the best way? You need to figure out where you're stronger at, where you need more help with. It's not necessarily whether you have an awakening gem or whether you have already some, you know, mutants prepared. I think it's more about whether you know, you realize what you need help with, which class you're weaker at, kind of thing. So honestly, you might as well just open basic crystals, I think. So, okay, so the friendly mode is not going to be for this one. Fair enough. Kind of thought that it will not anyways. But that friendly mode is very, very important for me, because that friendly mode would let me play with you guys on demand and how Battlegrounds streams with you guys. That friendly mode would allow me to, for instance, make up rules like we can only use 3-star champions, and then we can fight each other on stream and make it, you know, kind of as equal as possible, because everybody has access to 3-star champions and stuff. And you can easily rank them up. And we can do kind of regular Battlegrounds streams maybe once a week where I play with my subscribers with 3-star champions. And anybody who wants to try just how to rank up a bunch of 3-stars, and they can come and, you know, play with us. So I really, really, really look forward to the friendly mode. Yeah, friendly mode is gonna make such good streams. It's such a king call, thank you. And no, don't go make 9 accounts, Eric. It's all good. Make it, no, 4 stars is not the same thing. I'd make it 3 stars, because 4 stars is absolutely not the same thing, because 4 stars require the same catalysts 5 and 6 stars require. 4 star, to max out a 4 star, you still need to use tier 4 basics and tier 4 class catalysts, which you still need for 6 stars even. So even I wouldn't want to rank up 4 stars on my account just because of some silly stream tournament thing. You know, I only have like, I don't know, 50 maxed out, 50 or 60 maxed out 4 stars, and I have zero intention of maxing out many more of them because they steal catalysts from 5 and 6 stars. 3 stars use no catalysts that 5 and 6 stars do. That's why there's literally no downside. 3 stars are so much easier to come by. 3-star catalysts do not interfere with 5 and 6 stars, and they're easy to awaken, easy to sig up, and things like that. And also that would definitely the best eliminate the difference between the accounts, because even mid-tier player accounts can rank up whatever 33 stars they want within like a week or a couple of weeks, you know. Like, I wouldn't want to rank up, like, whenever Kabam forces us to rank up a 4-star, I'm a bit salty. You know, why would I want to use 8 tier 4 basics to max out a 4-star if I can use 8 tier 4 basics for 6-star to go to rank 2? So, you know, it's definitely going to be 3 stars and 4 stars. Not opening basics again, got the Winter Soldier. Oop. Well, think of it this way. If you went for the skill and mutant crystal, then Winter Soldier was still going to be in there, and you had even bigger chance of pulling him. So think of it that way. If you went for skill and mutant crystal, then you still had a chance to pull that Winter Soldier. I'm going to beat KT with Domino. Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck. Don't know how many 3 stars. Yeah, I understand that not many people do necessarily how many 3 stars ranked. However, it's very, very easy to do so. It really is. Because they don't take a lot of ISO, they don't take a lot of gold, and they don't take a single catalyst. They don't take a single catalyst from 5 and 6 star champions. So excited for 7.4? Oh yeah, me too. I want to get it done. I actually did all of 7.4 in beta already, so I want to see how much they changed from beta. Because honestly, in beta I wasn't like the biggest fan, But they definitely have changed the paradox nodes to make them more tolerable, so that's a good thing. That was like my biggest complaint with 7.4, to be honest, is the paradox. I really don't like the paradox things. And unfortunately in 7.4, every third lane is paradox lane. So every quest had 2 paradox paths. And I really didn't like that. But if they made it a bit, you know, more manageable with up to 12 charges now instead of up to 9, then it could be better. I hope it's better. I know, I hope that they maybe removed some of them as well, or... Assassins was not important. I think for most of the runs I either had 1 point in Assassins or 0. I didn't really use Assassin. Meanwhile, all of us early birds did Paradox when it was 9 charges. Yeah. Again, it's not like Paradox is super hard. Like, I didn't use any items for 7.3 aside from the boss fight. I think I might have used a revive in the 7.4 along the way to the boss, but that's because I was just rushing. But, you know, none of them really cost me any items. It's just that it was a bit tedious and frustrating. You know, not too upset about them changing it afterwards. How would you not have many 3 stars? But exactly, everybody has a bunch of 3 stars. He meant not many 3 stars ranked up, probably. Do you mind checking line? I was using mags in incursion, use special 3, did no damage. Just placed armor breaks. You again, it's not a good idea to ask me to watch videos during stream. I really don't want to watch videos during stream. If it's photos, then okay, fine. Okay, let's check out photos. Did no damage, placed armor breaks. Is there some sort of node? There could be a node that prevents, I don't know. It's probably the bug. It's probably the bug. That bug existed a couple months ago in the mutant KVQ. So don't worry, it's just a regular Kabam bug. What's poppin'? All good. Which boss from the whole of Act 7 so far has given you a bad time? I don't think there was anything too kind of hard in Act 7. I don't remember any boss being particularly hard. Act 7 overall, I think, is significantly more player-friendly than Act 6. Hardest boss, hard time. No, I don't think really anything there that I particularly kind of remember standing out. I did like Kang fight a lot though. Gwenmaster was my favorite of those special bosses. Gwenmaster I found the most fun. Gwenmaster was very, very, very fun boss to deal with. Kang was the easiest, I think. And Gwenmaster was second easiest. I think Grandmaster is the harder one. But yeah, I think Gwenmaster was very, very fun boss. You think I can do it without max deep wounds? Yeah, you can do it. Actually, Ankit, I had 1 point in deep wounds throughout my entire mutant run. I had 1 point in deep wounds, and it didn't really disturb that much. You even soloed Old Man Logan with 1 point in deep wounds. Takes slightly longer, but I had 1 point in Assassins and 1 point in deep wounds. You know why? Because I was too lazy to redo my mastery setup, and I used the mastery setup I had from the previous things, or something like that. So yeah, you can do it with 1 point in Assassins and 1 point in deep wounds. Max Limber is way more important. Because those mutants, you know, in an epoch, you know, those bleeds don't do that much damage, and then it just leaves mags. But, you know, any fight that you can use mags for, he can still do them fine. Hey, what's up? K-Dog's here. K-Dog's here. Happy birthday, you old dog. Happy birthday, man. Everybody was wishing you the happiest of the happy birthday, so we're glad to see you here. Glad to see you here. No special node? Yeah, it's just a bug then, yeah. Kang was a joke? Yeah, he quite was. The only issue with Kang was because at that time when I was doing Kang, the dex was really off for me, and you had to almost dex pretty much kind of preemptively when he was throwing those level 1s. So it was a bit awkward to get used to initially, but yeah, it was easy. Like second or third time I was fighting him, I already soloed him. Yeah, I'm fan from India. How important question. I'm using Shang-Chi in Cow EQ 3.3. Last quest Mix Master. 3 champions still evade with slow on. Is Dr. Voodoo, Longshot, and Sorcerer Supreme. Longshot, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Naren, I'm glad actually that you asked that question. It's a very good question. Let me explain something to you. I'm gonna take you to a bit of a MCOC school. Yeah, so all of the slow champions, like Shang-Chi, you know, what slow does? Wushu strikes. Slow, here we go. Slow debuff. What slow does is reduces evade and unstoppable accuracy by 100%. Yeah? Now you need to take a look at those 3 champions in question. Voodoo's signature ability increases his ability accuracy from 66 to 125%. So at max 625%. So he has 200% ability accuracy. That's why he's still able to evade. Because you take away 100 that he originally has, but he still has all of this increase, which still lets him have a chance to evade. Similarly, if you take a look at, where is that? Prince Charming. Longshot. Longshot's base ability accuracy is 300%. Again, he has significantly increased ability accuracy. And similarly to Sorcerer Supreme, she gains from 10 to 50% ability accuracy based on her sig level. So to put out like bluntly, it's just because they have increased ability accuracy is why they are still capable of doing it. Now, slow can be undermined this way, but not the nodes. So that means if you're using the shock, incinerate, or disorient way of stopping them from evading, they will not evade. And also, if you're using true strike, true accuracy, then ability accuracy doesn't matter. It just fixes it. You know, it just stops it. So Naren, it's because of the ability accuracy and the way it interacts with slow. I'm not singing happy birthday there, but I will wish K-Dog as many happy birthdays as I can. 50, that's such a round number as well, man. Such a round number as well. You're one of the lucky ones that, you know, has reached half a century. You're one of the lucky ones that has lived half a century. Kang couldn't be damaged, but oh no, the Kang not being able to damage is because people were idiots. That's all. I made a video specifically about it. Kang could be damaged, all right, on 4 out of 6 lanes. On 2 out of 6 lanes, you needed to meet specific requirements to do damage, which people just didn't read. What happened with Kang is a direct kind of result of people not reading the nodes. That's about it. That's quite literally about it. There was no issue. Kang was being able to be damaged by all of the champions. It's just people ought to have read the nodes better. Can't turn on assassins by Khan because interfering with the last phase. Yeah, well, I mean, ability accuracy could interfere with it, but for most part, it was just that the people didn't read the node. Just a regular day? No, well, it's K-Dog's day. Special K-Dog's day. Just got the Voodoo. Is it worth to rank up? If you like him, I think he's still perfectly capable champion, yeah. I do think that Voodoo is still good enough of a champion to be worked out. Like, put it, you know, as simple as possible. He might not be everybody's cup of tea and stuff like that, but, you know, when we go over the things that he can do and stuff like that, yeah, I think he's still well worth the rank up. Question is whether do you like the champion. Don't rank him up just because I think he might be useful because I don't have this, that. If you yourself like Dr. Voodoo and think he's, you know, useful, rank him. Thank you so much for the information. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. My pleasure. We need to keep on bomb. Alright, I need to filter out 5 stars. I need as many units and arena points as possible. I need all of them units and arena points, in fact. Do you like him and need him for variant? Yeah, there you go then. Then rank him up. Then rank up the boy. Right, how are we gonna tackle this conundrum? I think we're good here. I didn't have that. Should be good enough. I need to do a few rank ups for Battlegrounds, but I'll wait till Battlegrounds actually go live. And then rank up so I can figure out which champions I need more. Because, you know, unfortunately, I did use some of my TFI basics for the Korean challenges. Because now I have, apparently, a rank 3 Strife, rank 5 Agent Venom, Anti-Venom, sorry. Rank 2 Symbiote Supreme, rank 2 Dr. Octopus. I think I ranked 4, 5 stars somewhere as well along the line. Do you grind arena except arena streams? Not really. Occasionally, recently, and this is a very recent change. Occasionally, I do grind a little bit of occasionally recently I have started grinding a little bit of the smaller arena, whatever its name was, I forgot. The Summoner's Trials or whatever it is. And I grind that using the boosts on 3 stars and 4 stars just to get to as many highest milestones as quickly as I can. But only that's also like half an hour or an hour maybe a day of streams. But that's just like a recent kind of change. But not really. No. Typically just the streams. How many points will 5-star kitty go for? Do you think 5-star kitty I'd grind for 35 million points? I know it's high, but Hercules went for 30 and 32 million points. I think there were quite a few people who missed out on Hercules, and we will be determined not to miss out on Kitty. So if I was to grind, I'd grind 35. We need God Emperor Doom. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Really enjoyed the monthly AQ this month. A nice balance. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I like it. Do you really like the bananas? I do eat quite a few bananas, to be honest. As far as kind of fruits go, banana is definitely up there. Banana is definitely still up there. Okay, this is gonna be long fest of. I'll just do this. Yeah, I know Strife, and he was unawakened too. He was unawakened too. Stupid Strife. Stupid Strife. Screw you, Strife. No, okay, the reason why I ranked Strife was because I looked at my mutant roster and there really were not many mutants. Oh crap, of course. There were not many mutants that I still want to rank. From all of the mutants in my roster right now, the other possible candidates would be in like Storm Pyramid X or Gambit or Emma Frost or something like that. I could also rank Omega Red, but I don't know if I want to give him 206 tons yet. I actually need to figure out my 6-ton situation at the moment. I need to check. I haven't checked out how many 6-tons I have of each class. struggling too, Katie. Wish there wasn't so much strife. What do you mean? The yeah. Yeah, I mean champion. I'm sure I will awaken that strife someday, you know. It's just a matter of time. Especially with the increasing amount of like nexuses and stuff like that. It's extremely unlikely that he's gonna stay unawakened for a particularly long period of time. So I'm not too bothered about that. Same reason why I haven't given, let's say, my awakening gem to Diablo or Mole-Man and stuff like that. Champions I would like to awaken, but I'm sure they eventually will. No, it's gonna be as much as you wish as long as you have the energy. Because it's still gonna cost 15 energy per go. I think that Strife Awakening ability is not that important, but oh yeah, for Abyss and Labyrinth it's absolutely irrelevant. It only matters in regular quests. Only matters in regular quests. Emma is good too? Yeah, Emma is alright. But you know, it's not like Strife is absolutely awful. I think they fixed size matters, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, hopefully they did. Hopefully they did. Kind of embarrassing for them. Let's slap them all. I need to get all of the points. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to get all of the milestones. I want to get as many units as I can before 7.4 comes out. And I also need to be farming more revives and stuff like that. I hate having low amount of, you know, stash. So gradually, we will rebuild. Would you consider Cap Infinity War a top 15 champ? I think he's somewhere around there. Yeah. I think he's somewhere around there. Yeah, Sig 200, obviously. I do think he's quite up there. I do think Cap Infinity War at the moment is less popular than he normally would be because of the nature of Sig 200, the fact that he doesn't have super high prestige, and the fact that, you know, there are some newer and shinier science champions. Overall, I do think it's only a matter of time till he kind of increases back his value, kind of like he did with the 5-star. Because Cap Infinity War initially was not too appealing as a 5-star champion to a lot of people because they couldn't Sig 200 the 5-star. And they chose alternative champions to rank. Captain Infinity War kind of came into full prominence when 6 stones were kind of more common and it wasn't as hard of a thing to Sig 200 5-stars anymore. Now, jump to the 6 stars, again, the most competitive players always chase prestige primarily when they use their 6 stones. So, you know, that's not going to be Cap Infinity War. And the more casual players, you know, find it really hard to Sig 200 Cap Infinity War and therefore often are not ranking him. I think with champions like Cap Infinity War and a few others where that Sig 200 is so important, they do unfortunately kind of suffer the fluctuations of the game economy, if you so, you know, will. Because, you know, 6 stones and prestige and all that stuff always comes into consideration. And, you know, Cap Infinity War is on the receiving end of forceful decline in popularity, I would say. So yeah, I do think he's up there. I just think that a lot of people don't realize it because they don't have a, like, I don't have a rank 3 Sig 200 Cap Infinity War. Why? Well, because mine's unduped. But even if I duped mine, I still wouldn't rank 3 him immediately or rank 4 him because, you know, it's a 6 stone thing. Strive Sig matters when ramping him up with heavies though? Yeah, it does matter then, but not too much to be honest. You know. What's up, Noob Mother? How are you doing? Long time. Well, I guess so. It's been a while. What's up, John? Can you explain KW Phoenix boss nodes? The base idea is... Okay. I'm gonna make a video on it today. How about that? I promise you I'll go and make a video because there's a lot of people are gonna be asking about it and are struggling. The base idea is you want a champion that inflicts plenty of debuffs but does not necessarily absolutely rely on those debuffs. That is kind of about it. Obviously Hercules can, you know, cheese it and stuff, but... And I think probably Ronan can cheese it too. Ronan can probably cheese that fight. Actually, we'll try that later. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Come on. There we go. But yeah, I'll make a video on that Phoenix. Too many people are having too many questions, and a lot of people are angry on that boss, so. Come on, hit me. Like, look at that stupid thing. Thinks he can hurt me. 4. Whatever. And Hurricane Apoc, well, yeah, Hurricane Apoc will do fine. If you bypass the falter, she reflects damage back, which is why most of the champions with like ignore mechanics don't really work too well there. But Herc obviously can just go immortal and, take the damage back and keep hitting her. You know what I mean? That's why Herc works, because Herc can bypass the falter and the damage that you're getting back with his immortality. But yeah, average kind of like true sense champion or whatever is not really gonna do as well. If Phoenix gets too many Furies. Yeah, but Ronan will work, I think, because Ronan removes a Fury with his special attack too. So only thing that you need to do is kind of balance the thing and not let her go overhit. Ronan would work not infinitely, but remember, every level, every special that you throw removes a Fury as well. So you need to get her to about 3 charges, no more, and then throw Ronan's special attacks, because whenever you use special attack, you take 1 Fury away, then she would gain a Fury, and you just need to have approximately similar time for the time she gains Furies to where you use her special attacks. Oh yeah, Dr. Voodoo probably can destroy her. Yeah, why not? Recap Infinity was well, you will likely increase in Act 6 levels when they attack. Yeah, exactly. Node is buffed up, but you don't have it, she does. Yeah, that's a map 8 node. I do that map 8 path every day, where in map 8 it's like both champions have to have 3 buffs, because they have both buffed up nodes. But yeah, that is a map 8 node where opponent has to have 3 buffs. That node can be very annoying, like on a Silver Surfer especially. Sometimes Silver Surfer just goes spazzy and, refuses to do anything to, gain or maintain his buffs. Sometimes that Silver Surfer can be so frustrating in map 8, I swear. I also had a fight where Groot randomly never triggered his buffs, and that was pissing me off. Come on, just die, stop hitting Fury. There we go. Havoc, Nick, Storm, Explosion, rank up. Unawakened. Unawakened? It kind of depends what you need. Probably Havoc, most likely, but it entirely depends who you need more. I have been playing my fate and I just don't find AQ fun. Hey, that's the problem with AQ. AQ is never going to be fun. I think Kabam is taking AQ in a completely wrong direction. As far as I'm concerned, AQ should be 1 lane, 1 boss, 5 fights on a lane that you can do at any time within 24 hours, something like that. Because AQ will always be a chore. AQ should not be, hard or tricky. Because those are the fights you do last thing you go before bed, first thing when you wake up, crap like that. As far as I'm concerned, AQ, doing AQ is like taking the same math test every day. You know every question, you're sick and tired of every question, you know what you need to write down in your solutions, and you need to waste 2 hours of your day doing it, or an hour of your day. Makes absolutely no sense, it doesn't really change. AQ, in my opinion, should be much more of a... Everybody has to show up, clock in, do like 5 fights and, you know, chip away at the boss, and that's it. Shouldn't be about managing energy, shouldn't be about things like that. I think they are missing a huge point with AQ. AQ is and always will be a chore. And it's never going to be an, you know, super enjoyable piece of content. Because it's stale, it's repetitive. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, AQ should be like 5 fights with 5 energy. Basically, there's no energy requirement. What I mean is you can join anytime within 24 hours, do your 5 fights, and, you know, defeat the boss and be done with it. That is what I would like AQ to be. And ideally on like Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I think they're taking AQ completely in the wrong direction. Truly do. View Cap Infinity War the same that I view AA. Well, Cap Infinity War again has the problem with needing SIG 200. Make me jelly, you dupe your mole man. I will dupe mine eventually. I do have a skill awakening gem, but yeah, I'm not gonna use the mole man. I'm just gonna save it for something new. 10 parts, 5 fights each member every BG. Exactly. 10 fights, 10 parts. Or maybe 9 parts. So, you know, you can let one member go on a holiday. I think 9 parts would be fine, and one member doesn't have to do anything, kind of thing. Or they can share something, stuff. You know what I mean? But okay, fine. 10 is fine too. Like 5 fights or something like that. Or 6 fights. And that's it. Because it makes no sense to take the same test every day, day in and out, and, you know, and again, those are the fights that we need to do first thing, you know, in the morning. Need to pretend to go to toilet at work to do AQ and shit like that. It's just not on. No need for it, especially because AQ is decided by prestige anyways. You know, anybody who plays it really clears it. Like raids can support AQ. Could be interesting. I think raids could have also some very, you know, I think raids could be a good addition. Who have better prestige? What do you mean? Who have better prestige? Oh, out of those champions, I don't know when they're awakened. I don't know. Unawakened champions are not prestige champions. You need to learn that very fast. If champions are unawakened, their prestige doesn't really matter. Find war more fun than AQ? Yeah, of course. I find war is more fun. I think that's objectively true idea. Love the AQ idea. Thanks, K-Dog. I learned a lot from you in your videos and streams, and you're cool, thoughtful guy. So thank you. You're welcome, Alex. And well, I'm happy to have been of use to you. I genuinely am. I'm genuinely happy that, you know, people are either entertained or otherwise somehow able to benefit from my stupid brain and streams and stuff. So, thank you. You've been loving war with attacker bands? Yeah. I think attacker bands made the war a lot more interesting, a lot more competitive, because we do need to take a lot more weird matchups, you know. And I think it has been very good for it. I do think attacker bans can be improved. I think they should put a limit on how many times you can ban each champion a season per alliance. I think that would be quite helpful. Because at the moment, you know, like the last season, it's just kind of like no Ghost and Human Torch ever kind of thing. I do think that when you have like a favorable match, it would be nice if you would have to play it kind of strategically and make those decisions when you ban the kind of like top option stuff like that. You know what I mean? But all in all, I do think that AQ has become significantly better and more enjoyable since, you know, the last two, 3 seasons. When those bans came in place, when more alliances are more competitive, and, you know, it's not just like 3-4 alliances fighting for top 3. There are many alliances that can beat each other now. Who have better prestige? Well, if you want to find out who has better prestige, then you need to go to Aunt May and check it out. I absolutely love helping people, but things like this, you know, you can just look up yourself. You should not expect me to remember every single detail in the game on top of my head. You should put in a bit of like work yourself. Here's a link to Aunt May's website. Tap on it And you can check who has higher prestige. There are all the champions in the game, filtered out by 200 in a row or something. You're gonna be able to see. I don't remember from the top of my head which one of those has the highest prestige. Showing who have a pretty easy path in AW, so I can just take 1 or 2 counters. Well, for us, when you play AW kind of competitively, you don't necessarily have assigned paths. It changes every war. How are we doing now on subs? I'll check, Steve. I'll check in a second. How you been up to no good? How you been up to no good? How you been cheeky? Pulled the 6-star anti-venom yesterday. I know nothing about him. I know he's good. Does he need Awakened? He can do most of his stuff unawakened, but you know, Awakened build is quite helpful. It gets heal and increases potency of his debuff. But even unawakened, he can do most of the things that he needs to do. Like, if your question would be, can I use unawakened 6-star for that Abyss run? Yes, absolutely you can. I need 8 more. Need 8 more. How would you make Proxima better? I think persistent charges would maybe be a bit too OP. I think the easiest way to make Proxima better is make her like Miles, where you can do all 3 missions from the start of the fight in any order you want. That would, you know, make it much more doable. And, you know, much more controllable. I think that's the biggest thing. If you make her missions all 3 available from the start of the fight, that would be pretty much all she needs to be a really good champion. Because right now, for instance, where you need to knock the opponent down in many fights, it's a really big thing, and if it's the first mission, you're gonna struggle. Persistent charges could be an option, but I think that could maybe even be a bit too much. But it's fair. I think the only thing she really needs is just, yeah, make those missions like Miles. And whenever you complete them, and make it maybe lean into it more, that similarity with Miles. Let her redo those missions after a while. Don't, you know, give her the permanent prowess necessarily. Like, you know how when she completes the missions, she gets the active prowess. When it expires, it kind of goes into a permanent one. And, you know, don't let her gain more of the permanent prowesses, but let her get additional temporary ones as she does those missions again and again and again. So basically just kind of combine her with Miles, and I think she'd be a really good champion. And I think that's all she really needs to be a very good champion. Nice. Oh, good nice. Good night to you as well. Sarmanis. Siermanis. How do you pronounce that? Siermanis. I'm not in the highest tier war, I'm in mid-plat wars. I get what you mean. I'm just saying, you know, that's absolutely not my experience at all. For us, every war is potentially different path and different things. Curious how persistent charge make her OP. Well, because again, Proxima hits harder than any of them on her special attacks. And she has like true accuracy and all of those shenanigans. Maybe you're right, maybe it wouldn't. I just think it would be like such a very drastic step. It's worth testing, you know. Give her the persistent charges and see how she does. But I do think it, you know, could maybe be a bit too much. But I really think that the Miles comparison would really work out well for her. Seharmenis. It's Greek. Seharmenis. Romance Revice. Yeah, Romance Revice work on everybody. Doesn't have to be Romance champion. No. Romance Revice is just regular Revice. Romance Revives, Romance items are just regular items. You don't need to have a synergy or anything. It's quite literally just like an everyday average revive. Yeah, that's it. You don't need to have a Roman synergy. You don't need to have specific champion. Nothing. Roman's revive is just casual revive. So are Roman's health potions and team revives and stuff like that. Very simple. Cool. Yeah, quite. That's why I made sure that I bought all of the cheaper offers, because I knew those revives could come in clutch, and they did. So I'm very happy that I got them. I really enjoyed the MTN store. Yeah, that was a good side event. I always like any side event where they'll give us a choice and let us choose. What we want as our rewards. Because like for most part, any event quest where I earn 5-star 6 stones, I don't give a shit about 5-star 6 stones. You know what I mean? And any event quest where they make me pick like, I know, yeah, 5-star shards, 5-star 6 stones, a bunch of stuff like that. I don't care for them. So I always can appreciate when I'm giving the opportunity to choose my rewards. Even if I walk away with slightly less, it feels so much more valuable because I actually get the stuff that I need. Quick mastery point question? Sure, go ahead. If you're not bored. No, well, you know, I answer all the questions all the time on every stream pretty much. It's very seldom. You know, on every kind of average stream, I read every message, or I try to, and I answer every question. There are obviously the bigger streams when I have hundreds of people watching. When I can't do that, you know, when you do the Korean challenges, something like that. But kind of like more average streams, and I have like 40, 50, 60 viewers, stuff like that. Or even like 80, 90. I do try to answer every message, every question. So, you know, that's what the streams are for, to, well, A, to entertain some people, and B, to help out other people. And you don't need to feel like you have to send a super chat to have your message read out and stuff like that. I think that, you know, it works for some, but as far as I'm concerned, the people who want to support me will support me, and the people who don't want to will not, you know, regardless whether anything else, you know. So that's about it. Only store, yeah, stores are best. I thought it worked only on Roman shops. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just regular items. It's just literally regular items. Thank you. Just wish they hadn't made us wait till the last week to get the rewards. Yeah, that was annoying. I did not like that. I did not like that we need to wait the last week to get all the points. Need more mastery points. I wouldn't mind a couple. I don't think it would be too good if they gave us like another 10. I think that would be too much, but another 5 max would go a long way. Take 1 point from GC and add it into the courage. Hypothetically below 50%, I will have more attack, right? No, you will have. Here's the thing, what you need to know, Sermon. Attack, health, armor are not subjected to diminishing returns. Attack values in the game are not subject to diminishing returns. Crit chance, crit damage multiplier are. Ability procs and things like that are. Attack is a flat number. Attack is not subjected to diminishing returns in any capacity. So yeah, you would have more attack. Don't you think 150 AQ tickets a week is expensive? No, I actually don't have any problem with that, to be honest. I know that, you know, I'm in different position than many other people, but I just buy them with gold all the time, and That's it. I never use any other resources for them, and kind of fine with it. You know, don't necessarily weigh me down too much either. But you know, I think AQ should be free to begin with. But okay, if I take, yeah, 10 million in Kitty Pride Arena right now. Well, good job. Good job. Keep going. We'll go for 50 million. Best of luck. And that's why Kabam releases the side quests weekly. Just let, yeah, exactly. They're trying to forcibly stretch out the month. I have long said that Kabam has a problem with the balance in months. Because ever since this game has started, vast majority of the months, you know, we have cool stuff to do. First week, second week, maybe if they release content, and then third and fourth weeks are typically quite boring. They need to be a lot more smarter with what things they do in the latter weeks. And my suggestion would be every week 3 or beginning of week 4, release a single boss fight. Kind of like, you know, infinitely running Summer of Pain type of thing. Just, you know, maybe not as hard, maybe not as, you know, big rewards and stuff like that. But something that, you know, you can gradually earn your points and rewards and have like a massive solo event, and where you can keep earning these rewards kind of like throughout the entire year. And yeah, I think they really need to come up with something for people to do specifically in weeks 3 and 4. Don't mean to get political, but are still following the invasion news? Yeah, of course I am. Every day I am. It's just that what's the best way to put it? You know, I don't feel overly confident, but what is the best way to put it? It is something that I had quite a hard time dealing with myself, and especially trying to create content for it. It ended up with me not being able to sleep at all at night, and I had a couple of people that I actually, well, anyways, point is, I do follow it all still, but I try to balance the amount of that information that I intake a bit more carefully, because it made me extremely stressed, extremely miserable, and that piled with other things ended up with me having a panic attack last week, or beginning of this week, and well, not like panic attack, but kind of a panic attack. When you're so stressed that you feel ill and you actually puke up, kind of thing. So for now, I'm following all of it, but I'm also not too inclined to debate and discuss it at all times too much, because, you know, had some very heavy conversations with my mother and some friends, and I know some people who are over there now as well. I know some people who went over there after it all started, and it just kind of hits different. So, you know, it's fine. Don't worry about anything about it. It's just, it's kind of like my thing. I hope I can say, well, it is what it is, man. That's about it. Sorry about that, man. Recently donated to GoFund charity refugees in Edinburgh. Yeah, I did send donations to a couple of places as well. So did my girlfriend, and I also sent some money back home to my mom. You know, I'm from Latvia, and you know, obviously she's panicking as well. She couldn't sleep and stuff like that, and had some rough conversations with her in case, you know, something happens in there. So we kind of played this game where we're getting our mom prepared. Keep in mind my mom's, you know, up there in years. So me and some, you know, my other siblings, we kind of came together, and we kind of like sent some money to mom, made her kind of get herself like a panic bag, stockpile on some food, you know, just kind of conserves and stuff like that. So she has a bit more peace of mind. It's obvious that it's likely not going to be needed for anything and stuff like that. But it's more like we're playing kind of this game where she's kind of, you know, doing what she can to put her mind at ease. Because remember, my mother grew up in Soviet Union, so she remembers like firsthand, you know, the life in that kind of world. And you know, then the other day she was planning kind of like land routes that she can get out of the country quicker or get to the closest ports or airports and stuff like that. And you know, but yeah, of course I follow. How can you not? But yeah, this issue in particular kind of hit me very hard. And we are 4 away. We are 4 away. But back to the Marvel and Battlegrounds and everything else that's shiny. How many points am I at now? How many points am I at now? New haircut looks awesome. Why, thank you. I think the beard trim is the best bit. I always like when I shape up the beard. Quite nice. Cut it a bit. Shape it up. 7.4 will cheer me up. Battlegrounds will cheer me up. 7.4 will cheer me up. Everything else, you know. Finally, we have a month in Mountains of Champions that actually feels eventful. Hey, what's up, Wine Mommy? How are you doing? $9.5 million. Do I get to 10.5 or I'll leave it there? Okay, I'm gonna get to 10.5. Going for it, boys. Come at me, you stupid Nova. Oh crap, what happened to your Fury? Eat it. You stupid onion. Think you're so cool. Legacy lost his horseman in 3 fights after. Good thing I force quit my non-horseman fights. Oh yeah, I lost my horseman very early on as well. I lost my horseman very early on as well. Have so many 6 stars, I'm jealous. Well, I have been playing for a very long time. And, you know, quite actively. Been playing for a very long time. Why on earth is Gamora getting a buff again? Because somebody in Kabam's offices has a hard-on for Gamora, but it's a very small hard-on. That's why she didn't get an amazing buff. I don't know what to tell you. How am I supposed to know why? Because somebody clearly is doing a shit job the first 2 times. It's a situation of when somebody loves you but is very shit at loving you. I don't know why. But, you know, fair play. Here's the thing. I kind of feel that this thing is a bit of a karmic justice. Because when Gamora's buff was announced, I had a Nexus choice of awakening my Gamora or getting a first new symbiote Supreme Spider-Man. You know. And I chose to awaken my Gamora. Because I thought she's getting buffed, I better get her awakened. Right? And then I regretted that choice ever since. I was like, I could have had just, you know, another champion for Arena or whatever. But now, hopefully... hopefully she's actually going to be decent. That's all. And that's all. Come on, bleed, you sucker. Oh yeah, Guillotine got buffed, didn't she? Actually, here's the thing about Guillotine. I kind of want to rank her. She's kind of cool. She's just really, really cool. You can't, you know, you say whatever you want. She's kind of cool. Kabam new buff coming. Buff one stripped. Yeah, I know. Kabam really hasn't, you know. That Psycho Man buff as well. I really don't understand what were they doing with that one. How did they expect anybody to, you know, be happy with that buff? That's the first buff, the only buff in 4 months. And, you know, they're like, oh, we're just gonna extend his fury duration and crap. Like, you know, fuck you, man. I mean, like, still so shit. I'm kind of happy he's shit though. Let me explain why. Number one, is fucking creepy. It's bloody creepy. I don't know why that baby face and baby head size on a huge body, it just looks creepy. Right. So that's one. Second thing, I had a similar Nexus dilemma. I had like a third Nexus where I could either choose to awaken my Super Skrull for the first time or Psycho Man. And I chose Super Skrull because I thought that there's more, you know, chance that he might be good. But whatever, I just guessed. So I chose Super Skrull. So my Psycho Man's still unawakened. So because of that, I was kind of hoping that this buff is going to be shit. I know. You don't need to lecture me. Killed or Psycho Man buff. If you didn't like him before, you won't like him. If you liked him before, then you are a Psycho Man. Yeah, pretty much. Then you want to be the role challenge. I want to do the role challenges. I have completed the Akon challenge. I want to do the next two. Don't have Magneto or Gilly 2099 3 stars. Any alternatives for the two challenge for them? I do not recommend doing robots without Gilly 99 at all. 100%. No way, no how. It's just not worth it. It's gonna take a really long time. It's gonna take a really long time without Gilly 99. Get that 3-star Gilly 99 is all I can say. Other than that, you know, that robot challenge without Gilly 99 is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. Nothing else comes close. Because 3-star Ultron doesn't have like his good synergy either. You can do it, you know, Warlock can do that Wolverine fight. You can bring in Ultron and Sentinel and Nebula, and you know, and with those champions, you're probably gonna take about 3 hours, 2.5 hours. Guillotine would do it like in half the speed. I do think that, you know, it's doable without Guillotine. It's just that I don't recommend it. If you do it without, use Warlock for Wolverine. It's gonna work well enough. Then you can use Ultron, Nebula, Nimrod, and Sentinel. And, you know, you should be able to deal with the rest of the fights. Maybe Dragon Man for Jugs. Maybe Dragon Man for Jugs. Yeah. They still just don't recommend it necessarily doing without Guillotine 99. Just to be clear. But it's doable. Alright, for the other one, you need, what was it? Illuminati? The New Avengers? No. It was A-Force. For the other one, She-Hulk is the main champion. Obviously, you don't want to use She-Hulk against skills. She-Hulk is somebody that you want to bring in, though. And the other one was Illuminati, right? And without Magneto, you can still do it. Mr. Fantastic can still do the Wolverine fight. Mr. Fantastic can also do the Winter Soldier fight. So Mr. Fantastic is kind of like main guy alongside She-Hulk. Bring in Mr. Fantastic, Namor, She-Hulk, and whatever other two champions, and you can do okay. Magneto is by no means a must-have for that challenge. By no means Magneto is a must-have. So this one is going to be much more doable. You can use Mr. Fantastic for Winter Soldier. You can use Namor for Winter Soldier. you know, and She-Hulk pretty much for all the other fights. The dance skill. And for Wolverine, Mr. Fantastic is going to do fantastic. What's up, Major? How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Now currently it's 4 p.m. Well, for me it's 10 a.m. For me it's 10 a.m. in the morning. It was a good round with Luke Cage, but then special 3 intercepted me. 3 revives. He's done. Nice. Very good, Ankit. Very good. Get it done. Get it done. Oh yeah, Mr. Fantastic is so good. I still can't believe so many people are sleeping on him. Honestly. Still can't believe so many people are refusing to accept that he's like a really good champion. Oh, Mr. Fantastic sucks, he's boring to play, and he's shit. And like, you guys are fucking insane. In my opinion, Mr. Fantastic's top 3 science champ. So good. Quite ridiculous. Ridiculously good. Thanks, Katie. I need to do it before my sigil ends. Okay, if you need to do it, then do it with Ultron as your main kind of damage dealing champion, I'd say. Ultron and Sentinel. You can definitely do it. It's just gonna take, you know, like 2-3 hours. Top 1. I still think Torch is the best science. You know, aside from Quake. If you don't count Quake because she's not out of the 6th time. I do think that Torch is the best science champion in the game. You know, there's a reason why Torch was banned for every freaking war last season. Who's your top 3 sciences now, as of now? What do you guys think? What do you guys think are my top 3 science champions? I told you my 1st and 3rd, so you just need to guess the 2nd. I told you that if we discount Quake, because she's not out at the 6th time, I think Torch is the best science champion in the game. Mr. Fantastic, I placed in 3rd, possibly even 2nd right now. And the other one joining there is Cap Infinity War. Cap Infinity War is still just so good. So it's Cap Infinity War, Torch, Mr. Fantastic. Things, you know, Fighting 99, somewhere in top 5, 4th or 5th. And then it's well, to be fair, he's probably 4th. Then, you know, 5th is kind of up for debate at the moment. Don't understand, speak clearly. No. You do not understand me, then I apologize. But I will speak the way I speak. Or you are free to leave. Okay? Mr. Top 1, your choice. You ask me to speak clearly, but you can't even type clearly. What kind of sentence is top 1, your choice? No punctuation, no nothing. Top 1, my choice of what? Top 1, choice of pancakes. My favorite brand of, I don't know, tissues. What are you asking top 1 choice for? Speak clearly. When you fucking start asking questions clearly. People are so quick to criticize others when they live themselves in glass houses, don't they? The only place where I needed to look was fucking 2 comments above. Mr. Fantastic is one of the 8 smartest people in Marvel, so one design him so only smart people can see his powers. Perhaps. Perhaps. What's up, Alien X? How are you doing? How are you doing, Alien X? Well, I guess we just lost a viewer. It's all good though. It's all good though. Any what are your thoughts on the rating system being delayed? They can cancel it for all I care. They can cancel it for all I care. That's about it. At least he didn't dislike. I guess so. So I'm trying to cash in on Omega Sentinel. I think it's one of the things. I think it's one of the reasons, but I'm not entirely sure about the rest of it. I do think it's Omega Sentinel particular situation is part of the reason. Congratulations on 40k subs. Am I at 40k? Am I at 40k? No, I'm not. I'm still apparently far away, I think. 4-star Quake Labyrinth. No, that's not gonna happen. I do. Oh no, I am exactly at 40,000 subs. I am exactly at 40,000 subs. I actually need to grab a quick screenshot still, whilst it's still exactly on that number. There we go. We're gonna be making some thank you posties and stuff. We are actually, in fact, at 40,000. Very nice. Very nice. Took us a while. We need an abyss run. But I just did 3. We need another abyss run. Oh. Don't know English too much. Sorry if I hurt you. No, it's all good. Don't worry. Don't worry, Abux. It's all good. If you would be a regular here, then you know I don't really hold grudges. If you say something silly, I will call you out, or rude. But you know, I don't hold grudges. This month's Cavalier difficulty is too frustrating. Is it? I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad. I mean, it's KVQ. I can get that there are some things that are annoying. I will make a video on that Phoenix, by the way. I think the Phoenix fight's actually very cool. I really like the Phoenix fight. I think they did a great job doing it. We did it. We did it indeed. Abyss Run is Psychoman? Hell no. 48 subscribers. Let's hear 44. 24-hour stream. No, my girlfriend will kill me. Can't do 24-hour streams. But we're gonna figure out something interesting that we can do. But I'll definitely, you know, make a community post. Thanks to all of you. 24 hours. I don't think 24 hours will be enough this Psycho Man. Honestly, don't. Maybe. How much would it cost? Yeah, no, I don't think bringing Psycho Man to Abyss is a good idea. I really do not. But yeah, we are at 40k subs finally. Now we need to hit 50 and then 100. To be honest, the channel has been growing fairly slowly recently. Either people don't like me as much as they used to, or it has to do more with Malconst of Champions just pissing everybody off and the game not doing too well in general. But whichever way, it's been going fairly slow in terms of growth recently. New videos of them doing yeah, how about, well, I guess that works, K-Dog. I guess that works. Drunk stream. I actually don't drink anymore, like at all, pretty much. Yeah, I just don't anymore. You have promised something earlier on reaching 40k. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. How will you find out? I think the game hasn't lived up to people's expectations. I think Kabam hasn't lived up to people's expectations in terms of quality control, in terms of communication, replies, sorting out issues. I don't think it's necessarily the game's fault. I think it's purely the people running it. You know what I mean? I think it's the customer service. I think it's the, you know, game economy, reward distribution, things like that. I don't think there's as much of a problem with the game as much as there is a problem with the company running it. You upload way more interesting content than last year, than in past demo. Well, I'm glad that you have been enjoying it. I have been trying to kind of you know, make something a bit different as much as I can. Because how much can you watch the same old? The control issue definitely messed up quite a lot of things. I do hope that things go up after Battlegrounds. Yes, that is a hope. There's a hope. Plus better sound. The sound was actually a huge pain in the butt to sort out, especially after I moved. I had to do so much around the room to make sure it doesn't sound like very like an empty kind of, like when I moved and when I started first stream in this room, there's like bigger room and there's hardly anything in it, and it sounded just awful. I had to buy sound panels for the front, sound panels for the back, sound absorbing curtains on the side, put like kind of carpets across, you know, anyways, it was just quite a lot. It was quite a lot to make sure the sound works decently well, so to speak. The noise. And also as a grand prize, someone here is new proud owner of 21 Gmail accounts. Really? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. But still, I took this screen. I took a screenshot of 40k as well. Hello, you guys, and welcome back. Okay, let's open some arena crystals before we finish up here. Let's open some arena crystals. Let's hope we get some units. Hey, come on. No units. Oh, come on. I want some units. I want some units. 15, is that the best you can do? 15 units? Really? Ooh, that's bad. That's better. That's 60. So I got 75 units from these as well. Wonderful. Maybe last clutch. Come on, let's give me 45 units here. Give me 45 units. No. But it's okay. We're at 6.4k units now. That's fairly respectable, I think. It's a lot of work when you record from home. I have a music radio show, and during quarantine, it was a pain having to do it from home, even with a good microphone. Yeah, I haven't changed actually microphone since I started streaming at all. I just use, you know, the basic blue snowball, because I heard that they're good enough kind of microphones. So it's just the regular blue snowball mic. I did get a mic arm though, you know, so I can get it closer to my face and stuff. But it's just everything around you. Like, it's so important, the way sound gets reflected and stuff like that, because if it bounces too much, it's never going to be good. And 5 revise for location bad? Yeah, definitely, it's alright. We're going to save these for a bit later. Saving those for now too. I think we are done here for today. I think we are done. Cosmic Ghost Rider is simply the GOAT. Cosmic Ghost Rider is very good, but Hercules is the GOAT of Cosmic class. You might not like it, but it's true though. You might not like it, but it's very, very true. I need to get rid of a ton of energy refills as well. It means I need to do quite a lot of auto fighting. Oh yeah, Resonate is quite cool mastery to get. Resonate can sometimes be so useful.
I'm in danger.
Either way, we hit our 40k subscribers. Huge thank you to every single one of you. I do have several videos to do. If I can, hopefully today I will upload also a guide for that Phoenix Cab boss, because a lot of people seem to be struggling with that fight, and I'll do my best to help people deal with it. And all other things put aside, you guys are awesome. I hope to see you guys back. Remember, tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday is the one time when I do not have a set schedule for any content. I may or may not be streaming, but I definitely will not be setting up alarm and, you know, waking up early on purpose and stuff like that. So I might be streaming, it might be later, it might be whatever. Are you using green screen or a different effect? Yes, at the moment I'm using green screen, but I actually did monochromatic blue sound absorbing panels behind me, and I can also use those blue panels. I quite often use the blue panels instead of green screen, to be honest. And either way, all of you are awesome. Huge thank you, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'm gonna see you next time. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next